Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. Glad you're here with me today. My family is continuing our Florida vacation here at Walt Disney World this week, and on today's vlog I want to do something a little bit different. I've been coming to the Disney parks here in Florida since the early 1980s. And so that was as a kid, and then growing up, coming to parks here, and then getting married myself, having kids and bringing my own kids here. And now I have 2 adult kids and 1 teenager, and we continue to come back. It's not because it's cheap, it's because it's a great family vacation. And there are some ways that we've found over the years to save a little money and to do things maybe that help in your budget. So I wanted to maybe take today and talk about some of the things that we've tried and we've done in order to continue to come down here and take vacations and maybe just not break the bank. So if you're a normal person like me, not looking for luxury, you're just looking for a great place to stay and a great deal on some tickets. What I'm going to share with you today is not because I'm being promoted. Nobody's giving me any advertisement money. Nobody's paying me to say any of this today. This is just my own personal experiences from coming down here for over 40 years and figuring out a few things here and there along the way to be able to continue to come here and to save a little money along the way. So in this vlog today, I want to talk to you about two primary things. I want to talk to you about some websites that I've gone to that I have had experience going to and luck going to and finding a slight discount when it comes to Disney tickets. And then the other thing I want to talk about is if you're not interested or can't stay on property at Disney World and staying in their resorts, if you're coming with your family, what we found is that there's a lot of times you can save money by staying in many resorts that are around the Disney World area. And I want to share with you just some of the ones that we've stayed in over the last, I'd say 25 years that we've had good luck with, are quality places for your family, especially if you're coming and you're coming with maybe 4, 5, 6, maybe up 10 people in your party, and you need something maybe a little bit bigger than a hotel room. We found some great places that we've been able to stay, and I talk about my family estate. And again, they're not promoting me and they're not paying me to say it, but I just wanted to share some of those with you today here on the channel. So if that interests you, hope you'll stick around. So, are there ways that you can save money on tickets here at Disney World? Well, our family has found that there is a couple of ways that you can save a buck or two. Now, the first thing I do want to address is annual passes. Because if you're planning to come down to Disney World and park hop, which means going from park to park, all 4 parks that they have here, and you're planning to do that more than, let's say, 6 or 7 times in a year, you might as well look into buying an annual pass. Because the annual pass not only gives you a year's worth of park hopping every day of the year, but it also includes the parking, which as of the recording of this video in 2026 is $35 a day. Now, if you're a Florida resident, obviously you even get additional discounts over and above what some of us would get that live in other states in America. So check that out. That can only be bought on the Disney World website directly. I don't know of any place that sells annual passes or discounts on any other site. So it's just Disney World website where you can buy the annual passes. Now, if you're not planning to do annual passes and you just want to buy tickets, I'm going to give you a website that we go to first and foremost just to check out, again, not being sponsored here, not being paid, touringplans.com. Touringplans.com is probably most known for their crowd calendars, where you go on there and it's a paid service, and you go on there and they tell you kind of what to expect as far as a crowd is concerned every day of the year, and whether or not it's a good day to go to Magic Kingdom, or maybe you should wait and go to Epcot that day, or Animal Kingdom, or whatever. But also on their website, they have what's called I think it's called the least expensive ticket calculator. And if you find that in their website, and you can go in there and you can put in how many days you're planning to go to the parks, the dates that you're planning to be here, whether or not you want a park hopper or you just want to go to one park at per day, and if you want the water parks and all of that good stuff. If you put all of that stuff into the least expensive ticket calculator on their website, it will then give you 4 or 5 usually options as to where you can buy those tickets for a least expensive rate than you would on the Disney World website. Now I'm going to give you 3 of the ones that we've used, and we've had no problems whatsoever in getting those tickets at a slightly discounted rate. The first one is getawaytoday.com. And getawaytoday.com also, they have Universal tickets. I think they have SeaWorld. They also are a big deal over in Disneyland for Disneyland tickets as well. But that's been a great site to go to, and you get a slight discount on tickets there. The other one is called Unlocked Magic. Unlocked Magic has had some great deals on their tickets as of late. In fact, for my adult children on this particular trip, we were able to get a great deal on tickets for them with Unlocked Magic. And the third one that we've used have had good luck with is MapleLeafTickets.com. MapleLeafTickets.com. Those are the 3 that we've used that we've never had any problems with getting tickets, and we do get a slight discount from buying them on the Disney World website. Now, you're not going to save $100 a ticket. No, what we find is you're going to save anywhere from maybe $5 or $10, depending on which days you're here, how many days you're staying, and all that good stuff. But if you're planning to come down here with your family and you got 4, 6, 8, 10 people in your family, and you're saving, let's just say $5 a ticket or $5 a day, then that can add up. So check those places out. Again, do all your due diligence. Make sure you feel comfortable before you buy something. Whatever you do, don't buy your Disney World tickets on eBay from somebody that's trying to sell, or Facebook Marketplace. Don't do that. You can find some great resorts on eBay, but don't buy your tickets on eBay. So if that works for you, check them out, and maybe it'll save you $1 or $2 when you come down with your family here at Disney World. So on a personal note, I just wanted to mention about Disney's DAS program, which stands for Disability Access Services. As I've mentioned before, we have a teenage autistic son, and this program has made a world of difference for him and for his parents. If you feel like this is a program that would assist you, if you have a person in your family with a disability, I highly recommend you going onto the Disney website and talking with the good folks at the Disney DAS program. Less stress for everybody is a good thing. All right, so let's talk a little bit about some resorts. And again, these are resorts that are not owned by Disney World. These are just resorts that are within 10, 15, 20-minute drive for the most part of the Disney parks. Here are the ones that we've stayed at, and I'm just going to give you a list of those, and then you can kind of check them out. But before I give you the list, let me just tell you where I find some of the best deals, and that's, believe it or not, on eBay. Now, you do have to be careful when you go on eBay. You have to make sure that it's a reputable place that is selling a timeshare rental of a vacation property. Again, nobody's sponsoring me, nobody's paying me to say this, and I want to warn you, please check everything out. Do your due diligence, make sure that you're not getting scammed. But I have found some really great deals on eBay, and there are specific stores that have very high ratings, and I'm talking about 4.9, 5-star ratings on eBay to sell week-long vacations at some of these resorts. And some of the ones that we've had some great luck with have been places like Cypress Point, Cypress Palms. I think those are both owned by Wyndham. Good. Mystic Dunes is a great place. It's a little bit newer, and it's right off Highway 192. There alongside with the Westgate properties. Westgate has some great properties scattered throughout the Orlando, Kissimmee, Lake Buena Vista area, and we've had some great luck with them. Vacation Village, let me say Vacation Village is another one you'll see typically that has some great deals, and it's close by to the Disney parks. The Sheraton Vistana is a really nice place. We've stayed there before. And then you've got places that are maybe a little higher end, and that would be like the Marriott Grand Vista, and that property we've stayed at once before. It's a little bit further north on Interstate 4, and it's closer to like SeaWorld and Universal Studios, but a really nice place to stay. And then if you don't mind driving a little further, it's still on Highway 192. You've got a place like Orange Lake. Orange Lake is a place that our family has been staying literally since the 1990s, on and off. Really nice place. And then over that direction, and then past Orange Lake, you've got the place that we're actually staying this week when we're down here in Central Florida, and that place is called Summer Bay. So those are some of the ones that are really nice places you can stay with your family, resort style. And when I say resort style, I mean they've got, most of them have restaurants on site. They have multiple pools. Some of them have lazy rivers. You're talking about nice accommodations, places for you and your family that you can stay. And I will mention one at the very end, and that is one that we stayed at back in November, and it would be even a step higher than all the other ones I've just mentioned, and that's Bonnet Creek. And Bonnet Creek is a really nice place, and it is really close, and I'm talking about really, really close to here at Epcot. And so if you want something that's a little higher end and still not on the official Disney property, Bonnet Creek would be a good choice for you too. So if you're planning to come down and stay for, let's say, a week at one of the resorts that we talked about here on the channel, and I mentioned to you, what we found is that when you come down for a week stay, it's a Friday to Friday, Saturday to Saturday, or Sunday to Sunday, the day you check in, it's usually not going to be available to you until 4 p.m. And unfortunately, when you have to leave, it's 10 a.m. is what we found. Make sure you check each website to make sure that's correct. But that does make for a little bit of an early start, and getting up early and having to get out the door at 10 a.m. when you check out. Sometimes when you get to an area, let's say you're flying in from a distance or even driving in from a distance, and that 4 p.m. check-in time is going to hinder you from going to a park or doing something else, maybe going to Disney Springs. What we found is most of the resorts that we've worked with and used will allow you to leave your luggage, and then when you come back, you can then check into your condo or your resort room. So check those things out on each website, but that's what we found over the years. So my family has literally been at the Disney parks over the years in all 4 seasons: fall, winter, spring, and summer. And when we stay in the resorts that are off property, and we buy a week-long vacation rental, say on eBay, we have been fortunate enough to find 1, 2, 3 bedroom condos and villas at some of these resorts for $600, $700, $800 for the whole week. Now, if you're looking for a hotel room, you know, you're not going to do much better than that, sometimes much more than that. So weighing your options is a good thing to do here, but that's not out of the realm of possibility of finding a resort style condo pretty much any time of the year, 2-3 bedrooms, that's only going to run you less than $1,000 for the whole week. That's a great deal. So keep that in mind as you're looking, because hotel rooms, they book up quick in the area, especially during the busy times. And what we found is they're a lot more expensive than staying at one of these resorts. Okay, everybody, so I'm now over here in Italy at Epcot, and that's going to do it for today. Thank you for joining me for this unique vlog, as we have tried our best today to help you make some plans to be here like I am this week on a Disney vacation. Again, all the things that you've heard today have not been sponsored. Nobody's paying me. I just want to keep saying that over and over because I want you to do your own research. I just wanted to help you and provide maybe a few tools for you to do some research and finding a way that you can bring your family down here and have a great vacation like we've had this week. So thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great day, and until the next video, we'll see you later.